Good evening, everyone. It is September 25th. It's our Tuesday Zoom, and we're going to get started. Let me share the screen. And we're going to continue with Chapter 6. I know I wrote Chapter 5 in my message, but I didn't notice that after I did it. Didn't figure it mattered anyway. So let's go ahead. Did I share the screen with sound? I don't know. I'm always doing it. Somebody needs to be responsible for telling me to share with sound. Okay.
I thought that was Dorothy's job.
No, Dorothy is supposed to tell me when it's 7:30.
Okay, I'll make that my job.
Okay, excellent. Or anyone that remembers that. Okay. Everybody can see? Yay!
Yep.
Yay. So we're continuing with Chapter 6. And it is logistics of healthy eating. So I'll start. Can you eat every 3 hours? If so, you can change your life. Let me help you figure out how to make this sort of meal schedule fit easily into your day. If there's anywhere in here that anyone wants to interject, let me know. And even though, like you, Bird Mom, you're now Tony, is that you? Okay. The maintenance side of this is going to feed right into that. And you'll identify with a lot of this because you've been there, done that. So you'll see that our plan includes a healthy evening meal. You can divide your lean and green throughout the day. You can have breakfast instead of dinner. You can have breakfast for dinner. You'll see that our plan includes that evening meal. It may be smaller than the standard American dinner of enough meat and potatoes to feed an army. That's what we're used to eating, or I will raise my hand. But the good news is that your body won't want a big meal. You'll be satisfied with a modest amount of healthy food because your body's desires will have changed. Like many other clients, you may be thinking, I don't have time. It takes too much effort to prepare meals. It isn't convenient. It doesn't fit my lifestyle. Remember the study about the small meals, how people who ate the same quantity of food, but they ate every 3 hours, they felt better and lost more than people who ate the same amount of meals, but divided it up in 3 meals. Everybody remember that study? Okay. Yeah. Okay. In the next chapter, you're going to learn about an amazing technology that's going to help. Now, by planning your meals in advance and making sure to have healthy fuelings with you wherever you go, the program is actually quite easy to manage logistically. More importantly, it's easy to manage biologically, and that's the point. You want your body to cooperate with you, which won't happen if it's starving. And Dorothy always makes a point about planning your meals. You want to speak a little bit about that, Dorothy?
Oh, planning is everything. If you don't plan, you're going to grab whatever, and it's not going to be balanced. You're not going to have carbs and protein balanced if you don't plan for it.
Yeah, I have a little bag that when I leave the house, I go prepared to whatever it is I might occur that day, and I make sure I have enough fuelings with me. So, and if I do get out there and I don't have a fueling with me, I'm going to try to do a lean and green, but I would have been better off if I'd had a fueling with me. I actually carry extra water. I carry Tony's food with me. We don't leave the house without having something in that bag for us. Lisa, you want to read?
From the moment we get up in the morning until the time we hit the pillow at night, somebody or something is tempting us to eat. This world of nutritional pollution is hard to ignore. It all goes back to our development as a species. Of course, over the course of many thousands of years, our brains perfected a system that rewarded behavior it deems essential to our survival. Food gives us sensations of pleasure, which we've learned to anticipate and seek out. In fact, food, especially high-calorie junk food filled with fat and sugar, affects our brain receptors in just the same way that drugs and alcohol do. Back in our ancestors' day, this was an important survival mechanism. High-density foods were rare, and it was always in our best interest to eat as much of them as possible. But even today, this conditioning is so strong that we're stimulated by the mere hint of food just by being in certain environments or around smells that we associate with eating. So what's the take-home message? In your kitchen, you have 100% chance of finding food. But today, unlike in the past, it's not helping you survive. In fact, it's harming you. You need to change the inventory. Bring in the hazmat team. Toxify and outwit your ancient hardwiring, especially in the beginning when your new habits of health aren't automatic. In essence, you need to build a microenvironment that gives you the best chance of success, a protective bubble of health. As we proceed, we'll learn additional techniques to support your new healthy world. By the time you've reached your target weight, you'll be armed inside and out with motivation, structure, and daily choices you need to maintain optimal health. But for now, let's set you up for success by giving you a house health makeover.
So, reduce your refrigerator and your pantry. Has anybody done that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
So, I know my house looks nothing like when I started. That's for sure.
Mine's practically empty.
Say again?
Mine's almost empty.
So when you,
Mine is empty.
Can you make that screen bigger, honey?
I can, I'm going to, but I just wanted to see everybody while we were talking. So what is not in your house, Lisa, that used to always be in your house?
Mountain Dew.
I knew you were going to answer that way. One of my favorite pictures that you did is that tub full of your empty Mountain Dew bottles. And then now you have your Powerade Zero bottles. Dorothy, it's not in your house that used to be there.
Chocolate.
Oh my! And Bird Mom, what's not in your house that used to be there?
Ice cream, candy, everything.
I
Cake,
knew she was going to say ice
everything.
cream.
That's awesome. And Miss Pickering, what's not in your house that used to be?
Popcorn and pasta.
Yeah.
And in my house, there's no key lime pie. So, that was my weakness. That or banana pudding. So reduce your refrigerator and your pantry. Begin by bringing a trash can over to the refrigerator. Get ready to dump the junk foods. Take them to the local food bank or give them to your neighbor, depending on how much you like your neighbors. Now fill your fridge and pantry back up with healthy, low glycemic food. Now, Dr. A has provided us with charts that show you the glycemic level and as it increases, and it's color coded. And we'll cover those in another chapter, but you will be given that. Dorothy, you want to read?
Up your kitchen and your kitchen behaviors. Put away any cookie jars or food triggers that are sitting out on the counter. Smaller plates support smaller portions. Put your regular dinner plates in the back of your cupboard and bring out the 6 to 9 inch salad plates. Never stand or walk while you're eating. Take the time to sit down at the table. Buy some blue placemats and plates. The color blue has been proven to decrease appetite while yellow and red increase it. Guess where the inspiration for the golden arches come from and why the interior of fast food restaurants are yellow, gold, and red. To make you salivate, increase your appetite, and tempt you to buy their fat and grease-laden foods. Never use serving bowls on the table. Plate your meals in the kitchen using the 9-inch plates. Turn up the wattage. Bright lights have been shown to make us eat less.
You see, the food police got a hold of McDonald there, right? Ronald McDonald. Has anybody know, after I read this the first time many years ago, like 6 or 7, I started noticing when I'd go out to eat. And if you think Burger King, if you think Taco Bell, if you think Kentucky Fried, you're going to think red, yellow.
Chick-fil-A, Zaxby's.
Yes, all of them. They use those yellow, gold, red, all over the place inside there. I don't know about the blue plates. I had forgotten about that. But those are things you can do without.
I'm in good shape because my whole kitchen and dining room area is a bright seafoam blue, and I got new lights, so I'll make sure it's very bright in there. I'll make sure I have them on when I'm eating from now on.
I have picked up the habit of health of using a small plate. Who else has done that?
I have.
I have.
For years, yeah.
Yep, that's and only one serving. I don't go back for seconds. So these are all little habits of health that really show up in the long run.
The one that gets me though, which it's a good habit of health, but it kind of takes away one of my favorite childhood memories because it didn't matter where we were, if we were traveling from base to base, we always had bowls of food on the table. There was no eating off the stove. That was a no-no for Mom. But knowing what I know now, I think it's better to, that's a better choice because you're not tempted by the bowls of mashed potatoes sitting in front of you.
Yeah, and I always did that too. Served it on the table. That's another thing that I've changed. Let's do the same thing we did a while ago. What have you changed in terms of the way you serve and eat food? Just one thing. I know we've changed lots of things that you used to do that you don't do anymore. And I'll keep mine too, that I don't go for a second helping. Lisa?
Don't everybody speak at once. That was mine. Actually, mine is I don't cook at all. My cooking consists of something very simple. So,
And that is nice, yeah.
I'm sorry, but on Tuesdays I do the cooking in this house,
Yes,
and I kind of fill the plates a little more than I should. But it's
yeah.
only once a week. After
Yeah.
that, I don't cook anymore.
No, only Tuesday. Dorothy, what's something you do now that's a habit that wasn't necessarily before you started getting habits of health?
When I have leftovers, when I serve company food
Uh-huh.
and I have leftovers, they go home with them.
There you
Oh,
go.
what a great suggestion.
Go home with them. I don't keep them here. Because when I cook a variety of foods for a variety of people.
Oh,
So the ones that I'm not going to eat are out of here. Yeah.
Good.
what about you, new Martha? Do you have anything that you do now that's different from the way you did before, but it's healthier?
I drink a lot of water, but at all my meals, I get a big glass of ice water to sit down with.
That's good. They even say drink some before you eat, right?
Right.
They say.
Miss Pickery, how about you?
I grew up in a big family, and the food was put on the table and then passed around. You know, everybody had a dish in front of them and passed it. And Dick and I, for years, and when the kids were little, I used to fix their plate, and so the food wasn't on, except for a big meal like Thanksgiving and stuff. But I didn't put the food on the table anymore, and I use smaller plates.
Bird Mom, is there something you don't do now that you used to do?
No, I just choose the quality of the food that's different. That's all.
Oh, see, that's a real good one too.
That's excellent.
I don't cook either. I don't really cook either. Frozen dinners.
Yay!
Well, you can do that with his food.
Together.
Yeah.
I remember when Sandy was hitting up north that everybody was writing in the room that everybody's going to the store shopping for food. I got my food. It's hanging in my closet or it's in my cupboards. And so they didn't have to worry about the shelves being empty. That was y'all remember that?
Remember her.
So ready your bedroom. Bird Mom, you want to read?
Sure. Creating an environment that optimizes sleep quality is critical to good health. In fact, several studies confirm that poor sleep directly contributes to poor eating habits. Here are a few simple steps to make your bedroom more conducive to healthy sleeping. Organize your bedroom and put away clutter. Don't watch TV in bed. If you have a TV in your bedroom, remove it or unplug it. Choose a bedtime that allows you to get 8 hours of sleep and stick with it. Keep your room cool while you sleep. Never eat in bed.
She's having a party at
Yes, she does.
I see an apple gone there. I see a beer bottle turned over. Looks like some kind of pastry there. Some kind of Cheetos. A little bit of clutter. She's definitely watching TV. So I haven't got rid of the TV.
Me neither.
Yeah, I put that's my last thing. That's really the only thing I have not adopted in his habits of health. You guys remember when we studied sleep? What was one thing in that stuck with you? Anything? Dorothy, did one thing from that stick with you?
As far as sleep is concerned, I have not had a TV in the bedroom in years. And
Yeah.
I do like the bedroom cooler. I like to sometimes even open the window.
Oh, I love night air.
Yeah.
but down here it's so hot.
No.
Okay. So create a journal. This is something I don't think that I started and then don't finish, I don't follow through on it. But I think it's something that's probably valuable, and you see it pretty much anywhere somebody's trying to teach you good habits. And it's about self-awareness, and if you're writing it down. And I have actually noticed that when I did journal what I was eating, that if I think I'd remember it and just write it in later, then I would realize I had forgotten something, have to go back and write it. So unless you do it right as it's happening, it's my experience that you will forget things that you've eaten. But keeping a journal of everything you put into your mouth gives you further insight into your current behaviors and eating habits. And I recommend you get one, and when you're out buying your new groceries. That's straight from Dr. Anderson. So, who hasn't read that wants to read?
I don't have a journal. I write mine on scratch paper, but it reminds me that day what I've consumed.
Mhm.
Yeah, I used to have a little form we used. Remember that?
Yeah.
Miss
Yes.
Pickering?
Yes, I do. I'm using it again.
Are you? I'm going to get that out. I'm going to start using it. I might give one to Martha here and let her start using that. Who wants to read?
I don't have a journal, and I'm not doing it right this minute, but I need to pick back up my phone in my health app in my phone, which I normally have on me. I was amazed when you put everything, like I'm talking every little thing that goes in your mouth in there,
It's
but
shocking.
it doesn't, it's not a journal, but because I have my phone with me, I can click on the app, type in what I ate, and it keeps track of all my calories throughout the day, and of course when I was eating. And it
Is
was
that MyFitnessPal you're talking about?
it's the health app, Samsung Health app.
Oh, okay.
All phones have them.
Yeah, I
And
haven't used that.
the reason I wanted to mention that because I don't know the one I had, you could type it even came in brands. Like if you put, a can of something or a processed something, it had brands.
I'm going to start doing that tomorrow. Thank you, Lisa.
And I need to start doing that again. Not that I'm not pretty much sticking close to plan, but I know that when I made myself put everything that went in my mouth in my little health app.
Yep.
And when I was in Pennsylvania, we ate at Red Robin, and I really loved putting that cheeseburger in there.
Yeah.
But yes, I mentioned that because that's a very helpful tool. And if all of us aren't as organized as Dorothy, and then some of us aren't really tech savvy either, but it's just very easy.
I am not organized, so don't even go there.
Well, we all think you are.
I'm not carrying a journal. I'm not carrying a journal around, but I normally always have my phone. So when I set my mind to actually truly keeping track of what I eat, that's a great way to do it.
And I love how the restaurants now have. I mean, that makes me not order something when I see how many calories are in it. Does that impact you guys?
It's very important.
I look now to see because they offer that. Miss Pickering, you want to read?
Sure. Your weight loss strategy. It delivers the simplicity of a turnkey system that helps you get results quickly, and it's easy to learn. It allows you to lose weight while I teach you a practical plan to eat healthy for life. The two components I'm about to describe differ in the time, effort, and skill they require to master. I'm missing a little bit of this. Can you move it over just a hair, Connie?
I can't move it. I can.
Oh, combining.
Oh,
What if I?
does that make it too small for you to see?
Yeah.
All right. So you want me to read it?
Okay. Put it back up, and I think I can see it.
Okay.
Drag your faces. Can you drag
Okay.
your
Oh yeah, drag yours
Okay,
to the left.
I took my people off. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
The two components I'm about to describe differ in the time, effort, and skills they require to master. Combining them into an overall strategy allows you the time necessary to learn the habits of health while you reach your healthy weight. I want to bring you along at a pace that relates to your level of cooking experience and your understanding of healthy food choices. Learning both of these strategies will arm you with the best possible preparation to create the outcome we want, long-term success. Both components of our overall eating strategy works in synergy
Synergy.
and shares these important factors. They're based on my two core principles of energy maintenance for safe weight loss. They both set the stage for all of the other habit of health. They contain important techniques you can incorporate into your daily habit as you build the two skills and techniques for long-term success. Both approaches have been studied extensively at major universities around the world and have extensive research to support their efficiency and safety. They offer simply, straightforward ways to fuel your body efficiently, lower your energy intake, turn off your insulin pump, and put you in fat-burning mode. Both allow you to choose from device satisfaction and balanced food for substantial weight loss. Both focus on food that are low glycemic, low fat, and contains high-quality protein. With each method, you eat breakfast every morning and continue to eat every 3 hours through the day. They provide the versatility to customize a plan that fits your lifestyle.
Thank you.
So true, too.
Who's still out there? Who wants to do this? Speak up.
Oh, I can read.
Okay, go.
Okay. The catalyst to reaching a healthy weight, medically formulated portion-controlled meal replacements. For quick, effective weight loss without a lot of preparation, medically formulated low-calorie portion-controlled meal replacements offer a convenient, ready-to-use food system in the form of prepackaged, low-glycemic meals. In fact, the success of these systems is well documented in the medical literature. As I mentioned previously, I have considerable experience using meal replacements to help people lose weight. I've found them to be a powerful tool that consistently delivers predictable weight loss. Because they're so easy to use and fit so nicely into a busy lifestyle, I highly recommend them. In fact, for people who need to lose more than a few pounds, this is the tool I use to assure that they get a strong start as they begin their journey on the road to optimal health. How does it work? Medically formulated, low-calorie, portion-controlled meal replacements provide a low-glycemic, healthy protein mixture that enables you to safely and comfortably lower your caloric intake when you eat them in place of meals. They're also fortified with vitamins and minerals. Once each day, at a time that works for you, you'll supplement the meal replacements with a healthy portion of lean meat, poultry, or fish, along with a salad or choice of vegetable. This combination allows your body to rapidly enter a reliable, fat-burning state that produces safe, effective weight loss. In short, meal replacements are convenient, varied, and effective. As you're learning to eat healthy for the first time, the ease and fast results of this ready-to-go approach are very appealing. As you learn the fundamentals of healthy eating, meal replacements enable you to grasp the principles of low glycemic eating, menu choice gradually in bite-sized pieces. We'll also use them as a convenient, high-quality portable fuel as part of our long-term healthy eating system.
Lisa? Is she gone?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. So Dr. A's Healthy Eating System, a low glycemic portion control approach to support optimal health. The simple, straightforward approach to shopping, preparing, and cooking healthy meals makes nourishing your body every 3 hours easy and convenient. It will teach you everything you need to develop an eating strategy that will last a lifetime. If you have only a few pounds to lose and are already at a healthy weight, this easy system will help you maintain your weight loss and can be used with the medically formulated low-calorie meal replacements to give you the best of both worlds. How does it work? You utilize the principle of low glycemic eating to shut off excess insulin secretion and turn off fat storage. This plan gives you everything you need to control portion size and to lower your intake of calorie, including a unique color-coded system to make shopping for healthy foods stress-free. You'll find information on selecting acceptable carbohydrates, proper fats, and proteins that work together to promote weight loss, as well as flexible menu choices that make meals fun. We will even teach you to use a portable cooker to prepare delicious, easy meals wherever your busy day takes you. In short, the healthy eating system teaches you how to make good choices and prepare healthy meals from day one. It's going to take a little practice, but once you have mastered it, you'll have a complete eating strategy for life. If you take the time to learn this system while you're losing weight on the medically formulated meal replacements, you'll be in perfect position to transition into your perfect, permanent healthy eating strategy once you reach your healthy weight. If you're already close to your goal or at goal, you can simply adopt the healthy eating system, which includes medically formulated meal replacements right out of the gate. And so I don't think when all of us were doing this, I mean, I didn't read the book until I became a coach, and I think that's true of other people in this room. And the fact that we have not used all this knowledge that he's put together for us is probably the reason that we dabble like we do. But I know from doing the whole book and having been exposed to it for years, and those color-coded charts of the glycemic levels, that this is going to be fun to go through. It's going to have a lot more meaning to us. Dr. A says, now that we've described your weight loss strategy, I encourage you to jump right in. In just a week or so, as you start to lose weight, you'll see substantial improvement in your physical and mental health. You'll feel better, have more energy, sleep better, and quite likely begin to reduce or eliminate the medications you're currently taking. Soon you'll notice an improvement in your thinking, your memory, and your desire to learn more. It's this period I call the teachable moment, and it's the best building block I've found for long-term success. It's the moment when the habits of health truly begin to take root. It's not about the weight you lose, it's about the life that you gain. I know that, and we'll come back to this. I know that today when Martha was out at the gate, we were sitting there talking, and I had so long quit using medically formulated. Martha reminded me about how good she was feeling. You want to share that, what you were saying about from the difference from just a couple of weeks ago to now?
Oh, yes. When I was at my worst and I gained 14 pounds and I didn't know where it came from. Literally, it just popped on me. Could have been stress a lot, but I called Connie and said, help. Well, so I started doing the bars again and the other things. And by the fourth day, I was already feeling better. And then by this week, it's been a couple weeks. It's just marvelous. My whole system, my brain, my body, my sleep, everything just kind of falls into where it belongs.
And I think we all have that story, but I forget about that. It's medically formulated, and
it is
have the right balance of everything. And the whole point, and that's what these chapters are about, is controlling your blood sugars. And so, where I think eventually I'll probably start taking and use some of the food that other people are using now that is considered to be healthy. And let's do complete transparency, and let's put one up beside the other. And I know that I've looked at, since as I've started doing this chapter, I've looked at the meal replacements, and when you see the amount of protein matches the carbohydrates, you get what they mean by have protein when you have carbohydrates, and they even say fats. But usually when you're having carbohydrates, they got fats there. So it's really adding the protein that's important and turning off that insulin pump. So it is different than what you have available to you out there in everyday life. Anybody want to add anything?
Oh, Connie, I think that's the main thing, is that like Missy's family, their girls and everything, they are all on, like Missy's not eating hardly any carbs at all. A lot of protein. She can have fat and cheese and all that. And I think learning to see, if you read the back of the packages of the meal replacement, that the protein and the carbohydrates balance out. And so, you know, like if you're having 5 carbohydrates, then the protein that you would need balances out the thing so that you do improve your sugar and stuff. Because I mean, you know, when I went on it the first time, I got off of, I was on pills, and I was on 3 shots a day plus 2 of Lantus. And I went down to being able to take nothing for a good many years until just recently. And I'm thinking about trying to talk to a nutrition and see which one I should go back on, Connie, because
Yeah.
I really need to get back on a program.
Okay. All right. That was great, Lois. I appreciate that. And I do remember that. What were you going to say, Dorothy?
I just want to interject this one thought, something that I just learned recently, is when you look at the label of something, you look at protein and carbohydrate.
Yep.
Whichever one is the highest number, that's the category that you would put that in. Let me get my peanut butter.
Okay.
Peanut butter. Peanut butter.
Remember the meeting we had, Connie, where we compared
Oh,
different
we did that
foods
once up there in the
at
the
Mary
back
Kay.
room. Yeah.
Yeah. We bought in food from outside, and then we used like the meal replacement ones.
Yeah.
And like we were reading, and you know, you have how many carbs, and well, this one has, and it really did wake a lot of people up.
I know it did me, and I remember someone said eat like a diabetic too. I
Yeah.
remember.
Well, you're diabetic, your heart, basically they're almost the same.
Low glycemic. Yeah. Go ahead, Dorothy.
This is a natural peanut butter.
Uh huh.
Okay? When you look at the label, it says there are 8 grams of carbs, and on this one, it's 8 grams of protein. So you can pick this one as a protein because they're equal. But if you look at some jars of peanut butter and you check, and it's not just peanut butter, it's everything that you're picking. And I'm talking about things that are not meal replacements. This is
What's the fats in that peanut butter?
This one is 16 grams of fat.
So that would actually be considered a fat.
No, it's actually considered a protein.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because you're.
What kind of peanut butter is that again?
This one is all natural, creamy peanut
Uh-huh.
butter.
So what was the rule again? What was the rule again?
I don't think the fats is included in it, but I will double check that.
Okay.
Because I thought it was just a comparison between the protein and the carbohydrates, so that you
Okay.
could.
Let me
But
check. I think I'll check my apple pie, see what that says.
Right, Connie, you may be
Let us
right.
help you out with that, Tony. That's
Yeah.
all carbs.
Yeah, but if you look at some peanut butters,
Yeah.
there's a lot more carbs
Then there is protein.
than there is protein, and you have to count it as a carb.
What's the calories on that one?
This one is
Probably 40.
200 calories for
For a, for a tablespoon?
2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons? Well, that's a
Yeah.
lot.
It is
That's
long.
cool. Yeah. But you know, peanut butter's like when you're having nuts. Nuts are healthy for you, but they carry a lot of calories in a small portion.
Yeah,
That's why you have
and
to
a
be
lot of
careful
fat.
with that.
I will double check that.
Oh, Lisa ain't got her peanut butter. It's
No,
a
I have to show you this because, okay, you see the size of Martha's jar? Okay, look at mine.
Uh-huh.
It's as big as my head. It was a gift.
What's it say on it, Lisa?
This is a huge thing of peanut butter.
What's it say on it?
This is 6 pounds of peanut butter, y'all.
Okay.
Holy.
And one person in her house.
Carbs.
This one has 6 grams of carbs
Which ones
and
was
8 grams of protein per serving per 2 tablespoons. But it's a serving is 210 calories and 150 of them are fat calories.
Yeah. Okay.
But I just wanted to show y'all my big.
That's funny. Who gave you
thing
that
of
as a
peanut
gift?
butter. Huh?
Who gave you that as a gift?
Jim.
He's no friend.
No.
Miss Pickering,
Yes.
you're next.
All right, well, I've got a natural one with low sodium.
Uh-huh.
Total carbs is 3% of your daily requirements,
How many
and
grams?
proteins is 7%.
Yeah, what's the grams?
7 for protein and 6 for carbs.
Okay, what were you going to say, Dorothy? You're muted.
I have company, so I muted myself. When I eat an apple,
Yeah.
I eat peanut butter with it because my carb is my apple. My peanut butter is my protein.
Excellent. And I know if I do a banana, I'll do peanut butter with a banana.
Whenever you eat a carb, in order to not have a sugar, your insulin react, you need to balance them.
Yeah.
So if you're eating a carb, you need to have a protein with it.
Exactly. And now what do you got in a big container?
But I've been looking at the Lean and Green recipe page, and they have a way to get peanut butter without all the calories and fat. This is naked peanut butter. It's powdered peanut butter you can use to make peanut butter icing and
I have it too.
put in your baked goods.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
That
you can
green
check
doesn't,
for.
that green paper does not make it look appetizing.
It needs to be not like peanut butter.
It's called naked peanut butter, appropriate since we're at the Cove, right? Naked.
Yes, but the green is ugly.
It's actually brown, but it's 4 grams of carbs, 6 grams of protein, only 50 calories, and 15 calories from fat.
really? That's good.
That's good. As long as how's it taste? Have you tasted? It looks like some of it's gone. Oh, look, she has the PB2. I used to have that. I just thought about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That used to be on our condiments list. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you get?
I have that too,
Uh-huh.
called PB2, and I actually do. And of course, I'm not on the 5-in-1 anymore, so I can change things up. I add a little bit of this to my brownie.
Yes.
Oh, what a
it's
great
so good.
idea.
Yeah,
I do
Yeah.
too.
yeah.
Marcia had a client that was always adding peanut butter to their brownie, real peanut butter. Remember that? Dan would add peanut butter to it.
Yes.
Yeah. There was no saving it.
Dan liked it too.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Or
Okay, we'll go back
chocolate.
and
He
share.
liked to have chocolate though, and that was bad.
Well, we got our lesson in peanut butter.
Yes, we did.
That
No
was
peanut butter for me.
fun.
It doesn't have to just be peanut butter. It's all labels.
You're right.
My name is Brianna, and I used to be
Can you see
obese.
it?
As someone,
Yeah. Okay, we'll take it.
There was sound.
Okay.
my name is Brianna, and I used to be obese. As someone who is overweight my entire life, I had been convinced that I was just another statistic, another failed attempt. I smiled in pictures, but it hid the way I really felt about my body. I was tired, and at 29, I was starting to feel the effects of carrying the extra weight. Take Shape for Life was my one last shot before undergoing weight loss surgery. With the help of my coach Dan, I started to have hope that the little changes I made every day could lead up to a big difference. I was free to live life with an energy and spirit that I never had before. With more energy, I was a happier mom, a happier wife, and I started to see the value in taking care of myself. Take Shape for Life gave me the freedom to be an example for my family. After a few months, my husband joined me on the journey, and he lost 55 pounds before undergoing knee surgery. Getting healthy together has transformed our marriage as we've added years onto our life and changed the quality of our son's life. Our son has parents that aren't stuck on the sidelines, but have the energy to run around with him, play with him, and try new things. I've been able to be redefined outside of what my body couldn't do before. I used to struggle to even work out, and people always say, oh no, I love working out, but it's true, I love working out. And I'm training for a half marathon now. I started Take Shape for Life on June 26, 2011 at 238.6 pounds. I lost over 100 pounds in a year, and it all led to this moment. Anyways, I just wanted to share with you It's goal day. Now, as a health coach, I've had the amazing opportunity to turn what was so difficult for me for so long into inspiration for others. And I'm not only finding hope myself, I'm giving hope and inspiration to my clients. And it's just been such a blessing to be an inspiration. I can't even tell you what that means. Take Shape for Life has to be myself. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a graduate student, I'm a health coach, I'm a runner, apparently, and I'm empowered, and I'm breaking statistics every day, and I'm taking shape for life.
So,
She's beautiful.
What a story.
I love those stories.
Me too.
All right, here we go. Good habits are addictive as bad habits, but much more rewarding. My takeaway this evening is how important it is what we're doing and how important learning is. And through learning, we start doing. I love that. And I'm loving the learning that you guys are doing with me. My favorite movie right now, I don't have a favorite movie. I haven't been in the movie in a long time. I want to go see the book club. It's other people's favorite movie, so I want to do that.
It was good.
Yeah, I've heard that, so I'll go see that. One of my pet peeves is, I don't know, being told what to do. I don't like being told what to do. You can ask me anything, but don't tell me. That's it. I'm going to pass it to brand new Martha that's staying in my house.
My takeaway this evening is you have a wonderful husband.
Mm.
And God opened the door and brought both of you to me this week, and it's just what I've been praying for.
Wonderful.
Yeah, you're super. And what's the second? You're moving it.
My favorite movie right now is?
Oh, I just like Days of Our Lives every weekday.
Me too. I watch it every day.
That is still on?
Yeah.
Yeah, even when it gets over, I watch it.
Are people dying yet? Like the old people?
Oh, they die, they get lost, and they're found again. Yeah.
I'm having flashbacks to childhood. I had to watch that when I stayed with my grandma when I was little. Not that I wanted to, but I had to. There was only 2 channels.
Yeah.
And one of my pet peeves is somebody who thinks they know it all about everything.
Oh, I got that one too. Who you passing to, Martha?
Oh, Martha?
Okay, let's see. My takeaway this evening is bringing back how important balancing our different nutritions and things that we need to help maintain diabetes. My favorite movie right now is still Gone with the Wind. I think it will be my favorite movie forever.
Okay.
One of my pet peeves right at this last about a week is Sassy wanting to go out at 2:00 in the morning when it's 42 degrees outside.
Oh, it's cold.
So
Time to come
yes,
home.
and my propane ran out the other night, and poor David had to come down at 4:30 in the morning to put a new tank on.
Well, that was nice of him.
Oh, he's a sweetheart. But theirs also ran out, so he had to get up to do theirs too anyway. So
Do they live far from you?
she's in the same campground, and it's just up the hill.
Okay.
You know, I walk it when I'm feeling good. I walk up it because it helps give me exercise. Now they're just 2.5 minutes.
Perfect.
So yes, yeah, they keep very close watch of me.
Who you passing to?
Let's pass it to Lisa.
Oh, okay. My takeaway this evening is I really like the format of this challenge of our Zooms, the educational aspect of it. And don't forget to label this when you put it in your
Oh, thank you. I will. That was such a good suggestion.
thing. And I just watched a movie that I had watched. I'm going to say my favorite movie is I like the old classics. The other day I watched the original Imitation of Life, and I recorded How Green Was My Valley and To Sir with Love. So it takes me 2 or 3 days to watch a movie because I'm so busy during the day, I'm tired and I fall asleep. It's a good thing they're recorded. And my pet peeve is uncharitable, ungrateful people. Not even unkind people. I sometimes get aggravated, and I praise God that I was raised with banners and the yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am, thank you, please. That seems to be in short supply in today's world, and people just I'm seeing examples of people that just don't even say thank you for somebody that went out of their way. I'm not talking about me, mind you, but when somebody goes out of their way to do something nice for you, not only do you not say thank you, then you complain. Yes,
Yeah, I mean, it keeps growing, doesn't it?
that's a pet peeve of mine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I've shared everybody's pet peeves before.
And I'll pass it to Bird Mom.
Okay. My takeaway this evening is about what's that noise?
I think it's
Go ahead.
Now it stopped. My takeaway this evening is about those meal replacements, because I found that during the weight loss process, when you're first starting out, it's helped me tremendously. It really has. So I agree with that. And my favorite movie right now is, because I saw it in the theater, Book Club. I thought it was just so entertaining, and it kind of made me want to get out and live again. It was very, very,
okay.
yeah. And one of my pet peeves is, of course, on the roads when these people, they cut in and out and pass you, and then they have to beat you to that next red light.
Oh,
And
I
then
know what
you
Tony's
walk
pet peeve is going to be.
Yep. Okay, we'll find out, Tony.
Oh, you're going to pass to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, my takeaway this evening is every time I go through this and you read all the stuff that you guys put up there, I thought I knew something, but then I read all this and I said, "Man, how did I forget
Move
that?"
closer to your computer.
What?
Move closer to your computer.
Closer to my computer. Let me talk louder.
Okay.
Anyway, my takeaway was every time that we do this, I seem to learn. I thought I read the book, or I've read this, or I've read it over again, and I learned something new that I've missed before. You know, all this stuff like reading, just now you were reading the labels.
Uh-huh.
Which one? Yeah, I should do that. And I go shopping and I don't bother. I just pick it up and put it in the basket, you know. Like, I don't bother to read that stuff, and I should do that.
Oh, good.
My favorite movie, I don't know. I don't have a favorite movie because I don't go to movie that often. I watch them on TV. So I don't have any favorite movie that I know of. And my big peeve is people texting
Oh, I know it was going to be that.
as they're walking down in the shopping malls or in the stores. They're walking around with the phone in their face, bumping into people, and they just, don't even say excuse me. They just will
Or
look at them
sitting
and
at a
move
light.
away.
Or sitting through a light.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, people walking, I see there's people walking and talking on the phone in their face or texting, and if they bump into you, they look at you like, you're in my way. I move if you don't look where you're walking. That just drives me crazy. That's a big peeve for me. The lights, I can understand. People start, texting or talking to somebody on the phone and they forget to move the car. And, and when you blow the horn, believe it or not, that's against the law in the state of Florida. You're not supposed to blow your horn unless it's to stop an accident from happening.
Really?
Really, it's against the law to blow the horn consistently in your car. It's a law against that. Florida.
I didn't know that. Dorothy's all that's left.
We saved the best for last.
My takeaway this evening is always it's just so important to balance carbs and your proteins, and the better we get at it, the better chance we have of succeeding. My favorite movie has been P.S. I Love You forever. But I did like the book club. And my pet peeve is also people driving when you're in a traffic jam and you need to get into a line and the people will not let you in.
I
Will not let you in. And I am not like that. I stop. If it's every other person, I let them in.
Right.
And
Right.
they will. I almost got hit the other day because I was inching my way in, and this girl just did not want to let me in. She
Like
ended
it's
up,
going to kill her to let you in.
yeah, she ended up forcing me to wait until she went by me. But I mean, I almost got hit, and that is a pet peeve of mine because people are so me oriented now that they are not. They're rude, you know.
They are.
Yeah, they don't care.
Well, they say that there was a study, and I read this 20 years ago or whatever, where they said that if you see a person driving and you see how they are in a car, that's really how they are. That's who they are. But they have this bubble around them protecting them. They may not act like that in that relationship with you one-on-one,
Right.
but if you see a person driving and you see how they conduct themselves, they say that's who that person really is.
Mm.
That's revealing.
And I hate to say it, it's more women than men.
Do you think?
In my case, what I've experienced, it's more young women.
I was going to say more young than old. I don't know about women.
Well, in my case, it's been mostly young
girls?
women. Yeah, they don't want to let you in. They rule the world. And
It don't matter what you do here. They just go there. It don't matter if you let them or not. They just go, and if you don't stop, then you're hitting them.
Yeah.
Lisa don't like to drive. She called us. She called us the other night. You want to tell, Lisa?
Oh, I was just going across the street to get gas.
Straight across.
Straight across the street from my house, but I have to go right and make a U-turn. And when I made the U-turn, the traffic was stacked up,
Oh,
and three lanes of traffic were stacked up, and they were stopped to let me out. And so I edged out, and somebody didn't like them stopping to let me out and came around one of them and hit the front passenger quarter panel. And of course, I got a ticket for failure to yield, even though they hit me. And that wasn't bad enough. We're sitting there, and the Osceola County Sheriff came, and they're like, "Well, nobody's bleeding and nobody's mashed, so we have to wait." And the State Patrol came right alongside with them and said, "Well, nobody's bleeding, nobody needs an ambulance, your cars ain't mashed, so you get to wait for the Highway Patrol because they handle accidents that are not of a bad nature." So I sat there for 4 hours.
And we were right here. She could have called us. Her battery ran down, and she went and called somebody to come start her battery. We would have gone out there and done it. And she was dealing with people who were being nasty.
Yes. Like the person that hit me, I guess they called all the cousins and brothers and sisters and in-laws because I'm sitting in my truck and there was a party behind me. Like all these vehicles were pulling up and people were getting out and they were pointing at me. And one point in time, the couple came up and beat on my window and said, "Can we have your driver's license and your information?" And I said, "No, you most absolutely may not." I I said, I will wait for the highway patrol. I didn't know these people, and they had people stopping back there rooting for them. I don't know what was going on. But and I could see my house. So I could literally see my house. I'm sitting there in my truck for it was 2 hours before the highway patrol got there. Then it was another nearly hour by the time she got done doing all her business. And then when the highway patrol, when she walked up to my window, I went to turn the overhead light on so I could talk to her, and the light wouldn't come on. I didn't think anything about it, and she walked away. And then I'm like, my light's broken. And then I realized that my emergency flashers weren't on because I'd been sitting there for a long time. And when everybody left, I went to start my truck, and my truck wouldn't start. And I was like, And I couldn't go my way. I needed to go to the bathroom, so I literally left my truck over there with the window rolled down, walked over to my house, used the bathroom, and got the AAA card, and called AAA and walked back over there and sat over there for another hour, waiting on AAA to come jump me.
And she was patient the whole time, but she never called us. We'd have gone right out and jumped her. I mean, we have the stuff right here. I'll spank you, but you do that again.
I could jump her in 5 minutes.
It was like 9:30, 10 o'clock